If Darius Rucker's music career had ended in the 90s after his turn as lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish, it would have been considered a remarkable success. But his second act as a solo country artist for the past 15 years is the stuff of legend. So ABC's Phil Lipof recently sat down with Rucker to discuss his unique musical journey and his new album, Carolyn's Boy, dedicated to his mom, who didn't live long enough to see it all unfold, in our latest Prime playlist.
Just wanna sit around and play.
Country music powerhouse Darius Rucker churning out huge hits like Beers and Sunshine.
Yeah, the only BS I need is beers and sunshine.
All Right.
I got all I need, and it's all right by me.
And For the First Time.
When was the last time you did something for the first time?
His cover of Wagon Wheel becoming a smash hit.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel.
Streamed more than 600 million times. And only one of 4 country songs ever to be certified diamond, meaning 10 million units sold. It's an amazing and rare achievement, especially when you hear how his country career began 15 years ago in Nashville.
I was told to my face by several people that they didn't think their audience would ever accept a black country singer. Ever was the word, ever. Even the guy who signed me was told that if he signed me, he'd be the laughingstock of country music because it's just never going to work. And he took his chance, and we went out and we did what we did.
Just like he did almost 2 decades before that with his first iconic Grammy-winning band, Hootie and the Blowfish. With Rucker's distinctive voice, the band's debut release, Cracked Rear View in 1994, produced 3 top 10 hits right out of the gate. Hold My Hand. Let Her Cry.
Just let her cry. If the tears fall down like rain.
Then Only Wanna Be With You.
I only wanna be with you.
All of that just a few years after his biggest supporter, his mom, died of a heart attack when he was 26.
When she died, Hootie and the Blowfish became a mission. I wanted it before. I was willing to go play all the clubs and do all the things, but like when she died, it was my sole focus, was making sure that we got a shot. And when my mom died, that intensified like crazy.
After winning 2 Grammys and playing with Hootie and the Blowfish for more than a decade, Darius turned to Nashville, releasing his debut solo country album in 2008. His first single, Don't Think I Don't Think About It.
Don't think I don't think about it.
Now, his 2023 album release, simply called Carolyn's Boy, is dedicated to his mom, who truly believed his success would happen, but never got to see it.
At the end of the day, you're just your mom's boy. You're just your mom's son.
What does it mean to be your mom's son?
It means to be kind. It means to care. It means to work hard. She was just special. We grew up with not much, but she was always helping people and always making sure we were, helping people.
The new album's lead single, written during the pandemic, over Zoom.
Everybody's down here, we're going crazy. Don't know how to fix it, but I think maybe turn on the good times, turn off the TV. Yeah, the only BS I need is beers and sunshine.
The only BS I need is beers and sunshine. How does something like that happen? Because everybody hears BS all day long, but they don't think beers and sunshine.
Exactly, and I think when we were writing that song, we had been on lockdown for a couple months. It was early in the pandemic, and it was just started out being about that. And when we came up with that line, we went around and around about it. And I actually said they're not gonna play it on the radio.
Well, just because it's BS?
Because of the word BS.
Yeah,
but then it just worked, and it was just so right. It was exactly what we wanted to say. The only BS I need is beers and sunshine.
From a young age, Darius had eclectic music tastes.
Growing up in an all-black neighborhood and everything, I took a lot of grief, especially from my cousins who also lived in the neighborhood. Who would, come over to the house and I'd be singing, Charlie Pride or Charlie Rich or something, or singing some Kiss record, And, you know, they'd come in and start, still, you know, why are you singing that white boy music? What do you listen to that? My mom would always, I remember one time she grabbed my cousin Frank by the collar and just threw him against the door and told him, you better leave me alone and let me listen to whatever I want to listen to.
That's right.
And, you know, and I always say, if I didn't have her doing that, if she was part of the chorus of You Can't Do This, I wouldn't be here.
His biggest defender showering him with unconditional love, leading to this deeply personal song in 2014, So I Sang.
No one believed in me as much as Mama. See, she worked overtime to buy my first guitar.
I had to stop playing that song because I cried almost every time we played it. Everything about it is about me. It's about me growing up. It's about, you know, every song that we mentioned in there is a song that meant a lot to me. And that's one of the most, I've written a lot of songs, and one of the songs I'm most proud of is So I Sang, because I've never been, that's about as honest as I could be right there.
Pop, country, whatever Darius is writing, he says he writes to connect.
That's the genius of music.
Yeah.
Is that you can write about something that people do every day, but you do it the right way and with the right words and the right melody, and, you know, people love it because they can relate to it.
Like Sarah off Carolyn's Boy.
You happened to put Sarah together with Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
I'm curious how that came about and what it was like to write with him.
We just kept talking about we're going to write someday. And finally I just said forget it and got in a plane and flew to England when he was off. And we started writing. And the first song we wrote, he asked me in the middle of the song, he said, "Who's your first love?" And I told him it was my 5th grade girlfriend.
Beginning of that is so beautiful.
Sarah, I know it's been about 30 years since I heard from you. I just love it.
I mean, 30 years later, does it blow your mind that that's what you do for a living, that that's what you get to do for a living?
You have no idea. And this is as honest as I can be with you. Hootie the Blowfish, we've been playing for 40 years, almost. We've been a band almost 40 years. And ever since I was 4, all I wanted to do was sing.
And now you can reach out to people.
Yeah.
Like anybody, get a call from Darius. Yeah, sure, let's go write.
Yeah.
And then it becomes this bigger playground for you.
And that's a great thing. That's what it is. It's a playground that just happens to be my job, and I love it.
That love and his tremendous success now helping to pave the way for other black country artists.
One of the things I'm most proud of, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my success and it's great, and I hope I get to play as long as I want until I want to retire. But seeing Kane Brown, you know, seeing Mickey Guyton, seeing the Warren Treaties, I'm so proud of that, because I know one of the catalysts was when they told me it wouldn't work on my first record. We had 3 number ones in a top 5, and that proved that you're wrong.
And one of his favorite moments of the last 40 years, validation that loving a band like Kiss as a black child in the South was, as his mom told him, just fine.
If that was one of the most full circle moments of my life, when Kiss gave us that Grammy.
You got grief for listening to Kiss.
I got so much grief for listening to Kiss from my family. So much grief, because I love Kiss. I listened to them all the time when it was for a couple of years, and when they gave me our second Grammy, that was such a full circle moment. It was unbelievable.
The other one was Tupac, right?
Tupac and Kiss.
Tupac and Kiss.
And Kiss and Makeup for the first time since '79.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
It was unbelievable.
It's mind-blowing.
It was unbelievable.
And yet believable if you're a fan of his voice, his ability to write hit songs, and you know how his mother made him feel, like anything was possible.
I grew up in the church in the South, and my spirituality is very important to me. It was just part of our life.
Does it make you believe that your mother is seeing all of this?
Absolutely.
You know that in your heart.
I believe 100%. I really believe in my heart that she's the reason. You know, she got to heaven and she pulled her strings and did the manipulations, and, you know, here we are 30 years later, and I'm still getting to talk to you. You know, that's pretty crazy.
Mom's still watching down. Our thanks to Phil for bringing us that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.